Hi everyone, it's Cherry Enchantress. I'm here with another pick a card reading. So this time we're going to talk about past lives. And I think I'll go ahead and keep it within the twin flame range more or less, but because, it makes sense if you have a connection, a very strong connection in this lifetime. It could be somebody, it could be, soulmate, it could be a karmic lesson, but whatever your situation might be, this should kind of tell you a little bit about a past life story that can help relate to what's going on now and help figure out some lessons for you on what to do next, what to do in this lifetime, according to your connection that you had with this person you're thinking of in your past life. So basically, I'm just going to call it Twin Flame. What was our past life connection or past life story? And it could be twin flame, soulmate, karmic, whatever, just whatever you feel. It's just, but I think of it as a strong connection. This is not just a crush. It could be, love at first sight connection, but generally it's going to be something a little deeper. All right, so we have 3 piles. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1 is with this stone from Colorado. It's kind of pink. You can kind of hardly tell that it's pink in this lighting. And then we have this brownish stone. I think this is actually red jasper, but I'm just going to say it's brown. And then we have the serpentine. So yeah, so we can just say white to make it easy because it looks white in this lighting. All right, everybody, so let's take a deep breath. Close your eyes, release your breath. Now open your eyes and let them drift to the pile meant for you. All right, let's begin. All right, and so pile number 1 with the pink stone. We've got, I'm using the Royo deck, okay, guys? The one that I premiered on the live and I did a flip through of this morning. So let's see what you got. So you've got the King of Chalices or the King of Cups. You've got the Knight of Pentacles and Judgment. All right, so let's take a look at these. So the King of Cups says, he who conquered love, and this is looking beyond experience, beyond world, and beyond the senses. And the Knight of Pentacles is tenacity. She who will stand against the darkness, obstacles die by her hands. If not today, then tomorrow. And then Judgment is, beyond the battlefield, there is a place of silence and harmony, of hope and forgiveness. It's the cradle of a higher self, the crucible of acceptance and love for yourself. It's the end of the fight, not through victory and neither through surrender. So it sounds kind of like a battle to me, like some kind of, and so one of you was a female and one of you was a male. And the female here is kind of a warrior, actually. And the male was very loving kind of person and maybe slightly possessive, but it appears loving, maybe a little overbearing. So let's see what your goddesses and sirens says. So you have Kuan Yin, so there's compassion here, and it's about forgiveness and choosing connection rather than separateness. So there's this choice of choosing the connection instead of being separate. And then you have Hermes from the gods and Titans. and Hermes is about communication, and Hermes is also the messenger god. So it's like this could have something to do with Mercury or Gemini, and it is developing emotional intelligence and integrity. So there was a need for a combination of this compassion from one person and this emotional intelligence from the other person. And the battle, well, I honestly, if the battle was not between the two of you, the battle was just for the female here. For maybe the divine feminine had to deal with slay some dragons or some inner demons kind of thing. And that's why there's this sense of compassion. So let's see what else. We have the winged wise ones. And so this is angelic help and miraculous aid. All right, so I feel like, judgment here kind of represents the winged wise one, the angelic help. There's some kind of, and it's interesting how the horse here has the wings too. And yeah, so it is kind of fantastical, but there's this amazing challenge that the divine feminine had to go through, but they had the compassion and the protection and love and guidance from the angels. But also it appears that there's love, because of the cups, the chalices, there's love from the king as well, from the king who loved her. And the king who loved her was all about expressing their love through words and actions and deeds. And so this is kind of I feel like, so the lesson here I would say is that to continue this communication in this lifetime, that what was established here, there is a love established, and there's this protection. You have protection from the divine feminine has protection from the divine masculine here, but but both also have protection from this. It's like this union has protection also from the angels, has divine protection. The winged wise ones are protecting this. It's like an old miracle, it's miraculous aid. And that could happen again, like that could be happening in your union. There's this, even if you're in separation, there's reasons why. And I feel like the bigger picture here is because the angels are protecting you. So let's check out what your charms might say. Okay, this really fun spider bowl that my daughter found. And I'm like, can I borrow that? She's like, yeah, of course. What else can we figure out about this connection? So it was sort of a definitely passionate, sexual. Maybe you had a home together, you lived together, you had love, you had hope, you had surety, you smiled a lot. That's nice. You smiled and you were happy. There's dragonfly, there's the twin flame hearts. So there was love there. You felt protected. There's kiss, yeah, so it was affectionate. There's the dragonfly. You felt free and yet protected. You didn't feel overly possessed, but you felt protected. You were royalty, you were queen and he was the king, but he's definitely the king. Yeah, like the arrow to each other's heart kind of thing. 16 might be an important number for you. Sister of the bride. Interesting. So maybe this could mean a lot of things. I mean, this could be part of a past life where, you know, you met him through an arranged marriage or situation, or maybe your sister was married to somebody in that person's family, but you met him and it was a different kind of love than what your sister had, or something like that, I'm feeling. But this could also be translated to this lifetime where, you know, you could be sister of the bride. But I feel like both sister and bride are important words here. And then you have Scorpio, passion. So it might be definitely passion in this relationship, but you might be a Scorpio. And the feather is kind of like, this is beautiful. It's like a sign from the angels telling you that they're always with you. They're guiding you, protecting your union, watching over you. It's a very sturdy, stable, deep union. This closed scissors of the scissors are not cutting anything. This is a bond that cannot be cut. And the little birdie, the Twitter birdie. So in this lifetime, you might be expecting some communication, because Hermes, you know, he's the god of communication, and it could be saying this lifetime, the communication that was promised you is going to come back to you. And then you have the number 28. So there you go. There's your charms. And yeah, so it's interesting. These three cards are just like this card in particular tells a big story to me, like of the divine feminine battling, you know, but being triumphant, having this. And even though, you know, her king was sort of beastly, maybe he was loving, and she loved him back, you know. But because they had this protection of the angels protecting them the whole time, and they're still protecting you in this lifetime. So I hope you like that, you guys. If you like that, a little bit different, I know. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to comment below. Let me know what else you like. This was a suggestion by one of my subscribers. So I have a variety. I have this similar subject. It's just every once in a while I like to update, use different cards, and there's so many of you out there, like different ones will resonate more than others. So hopefully if it resonated. If it didn't, don't worry about it. There will be other ones coming up in this reading or other readings that will resonate for you. So I'm going to move on to the next. Okay, and here's pile number 2 with the brown stone. And so I'm using the Royo deck, which has some really interesting images that tell some strange stories that I am fascinated with. So first you have the Queen of Wands. So what was your connection in the past life? What's your story? Let's see what else we have. You have the Chariot and the Ten of Wands. So another kind of warrior woman. And there's no masculine, divine masculine in this unless the masculine is the servant, you know? And so that's kind of fascinating. I feel like, so the Queen of Wands is in a palace where all of the desires have been already fulfilled, building on ruins conquered from memory with the enchanted arrows of new desires. The Chariot is movement and dynamism, and the bearer of the whips and the chains, the wheels of activity, energy, strength, and health, triumph over events and demons. And the Ten of Wands is the dreams are heavy and do not know how to fly. Excessive pressure does not allow for movement, and the quest for revenge may taint the need for justice. So I have a feeling there's this kind of inequality in this past life, that they're possibly a master-slave kind of situation, and it's very likely the divine feminine could have been the master, or a very powerful queen, who maybe suppressed someone that was her counterpart, and maybe they felt a connection, but yet he was in an inferior position from her, which I feel with time was a burden, was kind of this, it was something that didn't feel fulfilling, this having all this power over people wasn't fulfilling in the end. It was what it was. It was power, but it wasn't happiness, And so, what does your goddesses and sirens say? So you have Persephone, and Persephone is about cycles and positive change and seasons. This is like going with the flow. It's changing in things. So I feel like in the past life, you might have started off as kind of this hard driving, maybe you were a hurt person who took out their pain on others at first, but then with time you changed, you became different, you grew out of this situation, or one of the people, the divine feminine in this situation, grew out. Just because you're divine feminine now, if you are, doesn't mean you were divine feminine in the past life. It could have been your counterpart that was the female. So just keep that in mind. But I feel like there is this a pattern of growth here, so that's really good, And this lifetime in particular is about to continuing that growth and not going into old patterns of suppression and domination, that kind of thing. So let's see what the gods and titans say. And you have Garuda. And so Garuda is all about travel, which is saying that travel is something that opens your experience and expands yourself. And whatever your journey you wish to do, whatever journey you wish to take, you're going to be protected. And so this could be for the divine masculine in the situation. They broke free and they were able to go on this journey, and maybe with injunction with Persephone, with her cycles, they were able to take her along on this journey once she realized what was going on in her situation. I see that she might have been a royalty, but decided that wasn't the life for her, and she ran off with her, with her divine masculine, who was not royalty, who maybe was under her somehow, and knowing him made her change and become a better person, and their love, grew from there by just leaving and traveling and running away together. All right, and then finally, from the wisdom of the, what is this wisdom of? This one of Colette's wisdoms. Wisdom of the, I think it's the hidden realms. I think so. Anyway, so from this oracle, you've got Cosmos, which is like one of the best cards in the whole deck. It's beautiful. It's very bright. It's about creativity and vastness, and you being the co-creator to the divine, and working on projects. So this is kind of like bringing you into present day. But I also feel like This could mean that you've had many lifetimes, maybe on other planets as well, and this lifetime was kind of started off maybe a little oppressive, but it turned into something, you know, more more uplifting, you know, more, you know, something more divine, more exalted kind of situation. But I feel like card is saying that the two of you have had lifetimes in maybe possibly on other planets too. And so it's a vast universe out there, and who knows what could have happened. But I feel like this ties in really good with Garuda, because it's about travel. And so travel your consciousness too. Travel in your dreams. Travel within the stars, you know, and the planets, and through knowledge and astrology and all those kinds of subject matter to help figure out more about your connection here. So that's really cool. So let's see what your charms have to say. All right, and I got my daughter bought this really fun spatula bowl. All right, let's see if the charms help us out. Tell us something else. Okay, so maybe you got married in a past life, or maybe this is saying you're going to have a marriage or connection in this lifetime. You have idea, good idea. Love is a good idea. Yes, it is, and it's true. You have a true love. You got. It's funny because you got Mickey Mouse and the Scrooge. So there's this Mickey Mouse connection for you guys in this lifetime. That could have something related to a past lifetime. And you have AC/DC, and you've got the key and the donut, the 3D donut. So I feel like so far most of these charms are talking about what's happening in this lifetime. You're going to have a 3D connection, a real connection. And you've got the cannon, so there's passion here. And there's weight to your situation, and you're going to travel. Somebody's traveling to the other person. You have Asia, so only time will tell. There's a lot of ideas going on, a lot of creativity and thinking what to do. And maybe in a week, you see, there's something happening in a week, you guys. There's a bicycle here. You guys might like riding your bicycle for exercise. Also, what was that? Persephone and cycles is also about exercise and eating right, taking care of your body. So for the present day, that could be also a message here. Yeah, so love. So the number 31 might be important to you. And you have Saxon. So maybe that was your, Saxon time period. You got a couple of airplanes. Oh no, you just had that one. And you have the death key. So it's like the key to Scorpio and the life and death and transformation here. And some more weights. This is heavy. It was a heavy situation, but this time it's going to be better and lighter. Get the birds, so look out for nature to give you some clues to what's going on. And you'll be whispering to each other in your dreams. And so there was this, there's this key to unlock things, and the little baby feet. And the Deathly Hallows symbol, which is the outer edge is invisibility cloak, and this stone plus the elder wand. And then here you have another wand. So I feel like there's a lot of magic with the K here, manifesting. You got the citron that blesses everything here. And you got Aquarius, which is friendly. So that's really good. Take a friendly approach in your situation. Maybe a little bit of work put in your situation, but things are going to work out. It looks like you're going to have a home together as well, or you did have a home together at one time, and it was made with love. See, the made with love. And the bowler cap just talks about past lives being, maybe not only were you past lives in you know, it was multiple past lives, multiple decades, multiple time periods, and even other planets, so that's what's really cool. It's like, you could have had a Victorian kind of past life where you met, maybe just briefly. This one just shows one that had an interesting cycle to it, where there was a slave and a master type cycle that was a cycle that broke free and became something more beautiful, and then the vastness of the cosmos is what's really cool about this reading, is because it's talking about, going beyond, way beyond, just your lives. It's talking about planets and the stars and space and final frontier and all of that. So yeah, so get in, but it's also talking about being creative and get in working on your projects. So for the 3D, for this lifetime 3D, work on projects and work on your body. Those are some practical things, because you have a lot of you have your dumbbells, your barbells and such. So working out, looks like you're working out. And your divine masculine will just mirror you too. I think they're probably working on themselves as well, and maybe they're doing some traveling right now. All right, so I'm going to move on to the next. I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that. I know it's a little different, but it's fun to try out different decks with similar subject matter that I've used before. All right, so I'm going to move on to the next. All right, and here we have pile number 3 with the serpentine, or white rock. So we're using the Royo deck tonight. And so what do we have? We have the Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So you definitely were a queen in a past life, or the divine feminine. There was a queen, let's just say. So that's what's fun about past lives. Like, if you're the divine feminine, you don't necessarily have to be the divine feminine in a past life. Maybe your divine masculine was the feminine in the past life. But anyway, there was this divine feminine, and she was a queen. And so the Ace of Wands is all about a place where new fruits grow and dreams become solid. The horns of the beast adorn the new inner order. And then the Three of Wands is practice knowledge, understanding yourself, understanding your enemy, waiting for the right moment. So they're waiting. And this could be, the feminine here is a warrior, and they're waiting for the right moment to make their move. And then the Queen of Pentacles. So it could be, the warrior here could be the masculine or the counterpart. So it could be 2 females even, however you want to look at it. But I feel a masculine energy from the Three of Wands, even though there's a female picture. So the Queen of Pentacles is opulence and luxury, sexuality in all its forms, without restraint, and may leave a person empty and craving for a different love. So it could be this is a story that maybe because the queen had everything that she wanted, opulence and all the finery, and she disguised herself as a warrior to mingle with other people in order to to try something different and new, you know, to find that love, to find the divine masculine out there. But she could have stumbled onto something that was a little bit, well, it was exciting, it was new, and it was kind of like a new order kind of thing. So something that she stumbled upon through disguise, I feel. So that could be a situation here. Otherwise, it is the divine feminine and the divine masculine in the form of a female that had a relationship, but maybe she was looking for something more than other. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe she didn't want a kingly love, but she wanted this kind of love from another female. So there's some possibilities there. All right, and then let's see what the goddesses and sirens have to say. So you have Athena, which is strategy. So it kind of goes good with this Three of Wands. There's sort of this strategy. And the whole story, in fact, you know, there's this strategy of trying something different, trying something new in order to get what this person wanted, you know. So it's but also Athena is talking about, and the strategy is talking about using your head rather than your heart to formulate a wise strategy. So plan ahead for the best results. And so it could have been like a person, the feminine here, that was in her heart a lot, or in her, you know, in her opulence, and decided to go more in her head and come up with a strategy. So, but I feel like it definitely could well be two females here with opposing energies that connected, and Athena with this strategy was like a guiding force. Let's see what the gods and titans have to say. So you have Hypnos. It's like, shh. Okay, so Hypnos is cool because Hypnos could be the divine masculine in this situation, maybe, but it could have just been an aid to the queen. So Hypnos is all about anesthesia, knowing when to. It's about being aware, also spiritually aware, and it's important to wake up and be spiritually aware, and that is vital to developing your highest potential. Also, I feel like you know, and resting well is good for self-care, but Hypnos is also known for relief-inducing, so it's possible that this could be somebody who provided doctoring or relief for the divine feminine here. And it could very well be one and the same. You know, Hypnos appears masculine here, but maybe Hypnos was actually feminine. And this was a person that had a remedy for the queen's sleepless nights, that kind of thing, you know, and that's how they met, kind of thing. So, but really, what it means is, in an overall sense, is being aware of who you are, being aware of your spirituality, waking up to your divinity. And so that's the most important thing about Hypnos here. And he may not have anything to do directly with the divine masculine. It could be just like an angel guide or a spirit guide kind of entity. So let's see what your wisdom of the hidden realm says. So you have the Well Watcher. The Well Watcher is wisdom and power of the divine. And this is about miracles and resolution to your life. So that could be, you know, like the cure here that Hypnos brought to the queen was at this well. and it helped teach her her divinity and her purpose. And this is saying, thy will be done through me for the highest good of all and for the true manifestation of my purpose. So it's like the divine feminine here had learned a purpose and learned her balance in the universe, and learned her purpose, her place. And in this lifetime, you're being reminded of it. You have a purpose and you have a place. It's time to wake up and learn what your purpose and your place is. So let's take a look at your charms and see what they have to say. So I have this really fun spider bowl that my daughter bought. And I asked her, can I please use that? And she's like, of course. So let's see what the charms have to say. Okay, I'll just take all of these. Let's see what you got. So you got a sea, and you got Mr. Spock, live long and prosper, logic. So it kind of goes with, and play flew out over here to the side. But Mr. Spock, logic kind of goes really strong with Athena's strategy. So Athena, and keeping her strategy, because using her logic and not her heart to go through with this. And that could be a lesson for this lifetime as well. Use your logic, like it's okay to have a lot of love and emotion, but there are definitely times where you got to use your logic and make up a plan and strategy. And that could be for the masculine or the feminine in this situation. So you got a lot of hard work here, and you got the hanger of new wardrobe. You got a lot of hope, and you've got an idea. There's the bicycle. There's the scissors of the closed scissors, which means no cutting cords here, or not between the two of you anyway. You have the home that's made with love, and you've got only time will tell, and you got number 25, number 16, number, what's this one, 21, airplane, looks like travel. You've got the good luck frog. You've got, the baby, like pacifier, baby pacifier. You have the lucky dice and money. You've got Saint Anthony, who's helping you in your relationship. You have the key to open things up here. And the mermaid looking beautiful. 2 mermaids. Oh my gosh, you're so pretty. And that could also be 2. Sorry, why? I don't know why I'm feeling a 2 females here in this connection. So there's going to be some of you out there, of course not everybody, but for those of you who like another female liking another female, this could be your reading, but it still means that you are connected like this. You're the yin and the yang, You are twins, you're twin flames, and there's peace between you. And there's the infinity symbol, so lots of twin flaminess here. And a rocking horse who might be making a family together in this lifetime. And traveling together, like Garuda, who like to travel, and just, that wasn't, Garuda was in pile number 2, but they're still going to be traveling in this one too. I feel like traveling in all 3. And something that I felt in all 3 also was the fact that there's like inner voices, the voice within. Listen to the voice within. That's an important message for everybody out there. And the rope that binds you, and music. So it's really beautiful, Whether or not you're 2 females in this lifetime or not, you might have been in a past lifetime or not. It doesn't really matter, because the point is, it's about souls, right? Souls connecting, and it's about a yin and a yang, and it's not about sexes necessarily. It's about the 2 forces connecting together, okay? So I hope you like that. If you like that, please comment and thumbs up. And if you need anything, check out the description box below for all my links where you can get a private reading. And yeah, so thank you guys who came out for my live last night. It was really fun. And I will be doing more of those on a regular basis. And I hope if you like that deck, let me know. If you just let me know what kind of decks you prefer and also what subject matter you prefer. You can just let me know in the comment section. So thank you all so much for your beautiful support, all my subscribers and anybody just watching. Please subscribe if you like this channel. There's a lot out there. If you like twin flame stuff, check out my playlist. There's a whole bunch of other videos in that category of twin flames, so check that out. Okay, you guys, will have a lovely rest of your evening, day, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Have a lovely day, and faith, trust, and pixie dust.